It's a beautiful weekend. We're back again on your screens. Yes, this is the weekend edition of Let's Talk Showbiz right here on JoyNews and Multi TV. My name is Becky. Today I'm here to give you everything that you need to hear in the world of entertainment and everything that you missed during the week. This is your favorite weekend entertainment show. Please join me. Let's do this together.
Girl is on fire.
Welcome back. So we're here on the Joy News channel. This is Let's Talk Showbiz, the weekend edition. You're specially welcome. I am your host, Becky, and I will be bringing you everything that you need to hear in the world of entertainment. Thank you so much, sweetie. I am sitting right here inside Kanzo's. They want me to feel good about myself. Yeah, so we're giving you everything that you need to hear in the world of entertainment. Before I take another sip, let's talk about Ifya. Ifya is advising musicians across Ghana, across the world, to pay attention to their lyrics because it's very important. What you sell to us is very important, and you should remember that you're role models and you should act as such. Pay attention to your lyrics. Ifya, take it away.
You came along and I was nobody. Definitely, I feel like the music has really put Ghana on the map. So it's one of the things that has expanded our horizon, especially with the tourism. And I think that a lot of people are coming here for the music, and that's wonderful.
What do you make of lyrical content and its impact on society?
Well, I feel like everything that you say matters, and that you should watch what you say because, you know, young people listen to you. And even though nobody is going to practically say that they want to be a role model, no matter what it is, once you're in the public eye, you are a role model. So I think we should try and, you know, do the best for the future people that are coming, set a good example for them so that they will also learn from us in the best way possible. Can I see your catch right now? Oh, let them know you're my baby. Oh, every single day and every single hour. That makes me wanna. You give me the strength to accept the things I cannot change. What's it say? Oh, Bob, me dear trick. Test your pride, me dear friend. Oh, let the island send I to Jojo. What's your man say? This is one for you. You came along when I was nobody.
All right, that was beautiful, Ifya, right there. Let's move away from here and talk about Kelvin Boyd. Kelvin Boyd is signed on to the Benetton Music Group, and he says that he will be releasing an EP, yes, and also he has been advising Ghanaians and everyone involved in the industry to help appreciate the genre Afrobeat. It's ours, and this is the reason why we have to, you know, appreciate it and push it to the rest of the world.
Africa, yeah. Africa, whoa, yeah. I'm dropping an EP, I think by the end of this month or early April. Yeah, so I'm dropping a 7-track EP with the title Time, and I believe that is it. That's it.
So why did you decide to choose Time though as a title?
Yeah, it's abbreviations though. It's the inspirational moment ever. You understand? Time. So and it makes I thought of it and it makes more sense. My expectations are to see Ghanaians accept the Afrobeat and the genre that we do and the type of rhythm and the type of music that we do, so we can go international. You know, because I've come to realize that they think if you're a Ghanaian artist, you have to sound like a deep high life, you have to sound like, you know, but we can also sound very international. You understand? So when we start sounding international, they you know, mistake us for some people, you know. So I think, of course, so I think my expectations is for Ghanaians to accept the Afrobeat genre and to accept what we do, so they can support us to where we want to be.
When this music hits you hard, you go feel no little pain. Them say this kind rhythm bad, Africa know the play. Charlie make you know they sleep, yeah. We so forget it is, yeah. I get fans to feed, yeah. So I know go cheat. Ina muku wakanga, mahaya gym now, yeah. This song is for my people. I like everybody knows, yeah.
Whilst Kevin Boy is talking about releasing an EP, Nasi is out after 2 years of missing in the industry. Yes, he is out with Mpaibo, and I have been talking to him in a yet to be aired interview on Joy Prime on the same channel, Multi TV. Yes, the show is called Iwi Bex. So Nasi has been talking about his new song. Yes, so let's talk about that one. We'll be back.
The right person to run to is God. So maybe you are also in the same position that things are not really working the way you wanted. I am just encouraging you that let's go back to God. The one who gave you life, the one who gave you the name that you are using now, the beauty that you are using now, the beauty that you are fronting that, yeah, I have this, I have that, ladies these days. And somebody was saying that, these days, I think, when a lady is taking a photo, it's no more the face, now it's the behind.
Where's that one coming from? They take their bags.
Oh yeah, it's more like behind now. You see, when a lady is taking a picture now, it's more like this than this, Wow. So it's all the beauty that you are fronting out there was given to you by somebody. Greater. So that was
Nasi explaining to us what his Mpaibo song is all about, but he's also been debunking rumors that he's a politician. He says that he's not a politician, he doesn't belong to MPP, NDC or any of the DCs in the country, but he's just Ghanaian. He's just Ghanaian, so stop tagging him a politician. Even entertainment now has even become politics. Because if they see you to be at the side of MPP or NDC, if an NDC are like somebody who is a fan of NDC kind of ideas, talks, MPP kind of followers see the person as you are talking because you are an NDC. Yeah. If an NDC, MPP person also talks, that instead of us sitting down and pick something out of it and see how best we can use it and then move on, we say you are talking in the capacity of NPP. So I think that thing also is breaking gradually, the politics thing has breaking Ghana down. It's a conversation I really want to have. Are you MPP or NDC? Which one are you?
I am none.
Or you don't belong to
I am none. I'm a Ghanaian.
But what could be the problem with Ghana? Because we have other people coming out to say, I belong to this party, I'm vying for this position in the parliament. Sure. But we don't have that here in Ghana.
I think we have. I think Flex Bafo also.
Fritz, Fritz is it's just few of them, and Fritz is not very active in the industry, in the entertainment
but
industry.
then he was.
He was.
Then he was
but
before after politics. So you see, even some of our entertainment people, when they get themselves into the politics, they become politicians.
That's my point.
They forget the first call, the entertainment. They become politicians. One of the things that I wasn't too, I was so shocked about is my own senior brother, Mark.
Okay, cool.
Yes, and then we were told that there was some money that is given, and he was kind of, thanks be to God, we've gotten some money from the government.
For the creative
the creative arts. So he wants to meet the industry players to think about how to use the money. Okay. And at the beginning I was kind of I was okay with the idea, but later I sat back, I said, this is a political talk.
That was Nasi right there. If you want an extended version of this particular interview, it will be on Joy Prime Sunday 5 p.m. The show is E with Bex. Yes, me, E with Bex. Please join me. Let's talk more showbiz there. But let's move away from Nasi and talk about Sammy Nene. What was his biggest moment in music? He says it was when he won the Mobile Awards in 2006. Sammy Nene, everybody.
Hi. period. The biggest moment for me as a musician would be when I won the Mobo Awards in 2006, because I had just released my second album and I had just rebranded to Batman Sammy. You know, so I was waiting for the world to call on me by that name with Sammy Nene. And then Mobo nominated me, and lo and behold, the world voted, and Batman Sammy Nene became the winner of the Mobo Awards for Best African Act. And I became the first ever Ghanaian to win that award and the second African after Yosundo. So it was overwhelming for me because I was just about 24, 26, about that. Wow. Yeah, and I had just, you know, hit the scene and Yosundo's record to become the first one that picked it. And then I follow right after.
And the winner of the Mobo Award for the Best African Act is... Batman Sammy
And then even my category had P Squared, Jose Chameleon, Lebo Matosa from the late Lebo Matosa from South Africa, Lera, you know, a few people on there. So I think Tenue Tula as well was on there. Yes, and then I just won.
Man,
that was the biggest moment that kick-started everything. So when the MTVs and the rest of them came, I wasn't too shocked because I knew that the world had seen me, the world was watching, so I just had to put in more.
My own, that time I dey chase and then no money dey owe. My own, see my husband Koshito I dey grind for my kenge. My own, like the air I dey feel am for everywhere I dey oh. My own, see the money baby come chop am for me oh.
Still on Sammy Nene, he's been talking about the depreciation of the cedi. He says that government should do something about it because it's affecting everybody in the country, including him and everybody else in entertainment. I mean, the cedi belongs to Ghanaians, and of course, if it's going down, it's going down with everybody. So government should do something about the cedi.
I heard somebody on radio calling from abroad saying when the cedi goes down, it's good for them abroad because when they send just a few dollars, it becomes so much cedis, and we're happy. And I'm there thinking, listen, it becomes so much cedis that's worth nothing. Okay, it's worth the same little $20 that you sent. Don't think because your $20 has become maybe 200 cedis instead of 100 cedis, so it is worth $40. It is worth 20, the same 20 you're sending. So we are here trying to figure out how it moved from 1:1 to 1:2. It's almost what, 6 cedis now.
Yeah.
And then the pound is 7 something.
7 something.
It's crazy. So me, I think that the people that are in position to make sure the economy is solid have to be called and brought to answer these questions. And if people don't know what they're doing, then there has to be a shake-up for the competent people to be put into the right offices so that those who know the mathematics that you have to do to make sure that the cedi doesn't get, you know, rinsed like it's happening. Then those people sit down properly because it is affecting everybody. If you go work anywhere else and you bring your money down here, and then you see how the Ghana cedi evaporates every time you change some of it. You know that, yeah, you think you've brought money, but whatever you change, the cedis that it become and how much people need that cedi you're holding before anything can happen around you tells you that, yo, it's no money, it's gone. So that something has to be done.
What do you propose?
I
know you're not an economist.
So those who have read the economy and they've written the exams and passed and are sitting in the offices collecting the pay to make sure the economy is stable should be
work around it.
Yes, should be called to answer why the economy is not stable. And if they can't answer, let's get some young and competent people, put them in place, because generations change and ways of thinking change.
Let's move away from Sammy Nene and talk about celebrity lifestyle. So for those of you out there who are thinking that the celebrity lifestyle is all rosy and everything is going on well with them, with all the flashy cars, you know, the Gucci bags and all that, Ahmonfe Patri is saying that there's nothing rosy about their lifestyle. They put out the things that they would want you to see, but not everything. So this is what she's been saying, and she's been talking to Lexis Bill on Drive Time.
It's two very interesting guys on the same day, and I really don't know who's the one. See what we want you to see on social media, but that's life. After that, you need your own life, and sometimes people tend to mistake you for the characters you play.
Okay.
So having to get your own life and having to, you know, have a private life is a bit. Yeah.
So for the character you played, did it have an effect on how people saw you personally?
Yes, it did.
Tell us about it.
Okay.
How did people see you?
So I always say this. See, the name Ahmonfe is a blessing. But then you go somewhere and everybody's trying to check you out.
Okay.
To see, yeah, but then yeah, but which is not a problem, but I mean, it is a character name, and Patri was a character, or is a character, is a girl who is a bit of a bit too known, who is snobby. So people see you and already they are ready to attack because they're expecting someone who is too known, someone
yeah. And in real life you are very soft spoken, you know, so you don't have that kind of attitude in real life. So how do you deal with that when you go into a place and people are expecting all sorts of Patri character?
I mean, now I'm able to deal with it better. In real life I'm very quiet. So people sometimes mistake it for you not wanting to relate to them. But now I've learned to open up a bit more. I've learned.
Are you a shy person?
I'm not shy. I'm just quiet.
You're just quiet.
I'd like to get to know you before.
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess that's what probably played against me. But now I've learned to open up and be very comfortable with people. I really don't know who's the one. Amachi is a politician. And then the day is a mechanic.
No, the politician is the one. Children of these days do not consult God, especially when it comes to the matters of the heart.
So Rocky Downey has also been trending during the week. What exactly has it been trending about? Let's take that one.
Talking about Chenchembia Dimeu.
Yes.
Did you seek any clearance before using it?
Well, it's a remake. And so when, you know, there's a difference between when you a song is when you license a song and when the song is a sample, or when you remake a song. When you remake a song, you can remake any song. You can remake Bob Marley's song. The most important thing is that when you remake the song, you have to make sure that all the mechanicals, right when you're done, you have to plug it into the system to make sure that the mechanicals and publishing of who are the rightful publishers is attended to. And so what I did was that all of that stuff was taken care of, and all of that stuff has been registered through my channels to make sure that they are. And then right now too, in music, most of their, shall I say, the royalties of music no more come from CD sales. It comes from digital sales.
Right.
You know, so, you know, I heard the news, you know, here about a lot of people, you know, everybody was like, oh, the song was sampled. And I'm just like, no, it's a different. The difference is that when you license a song, you go to the original song and you license the song. When you sample a song, as most of the bloggers are saying about sampling is when you go to the original of the song, and you take portions of it. And those portions, you use it as a means to create your own. So you take the original sound recording, audio recording. It's called audio recording. So you take parts of the original audio recordings and then you use that to make. But when you recreate a song, you make a new master of the song. So there's the original master and a new master. So the new master is different from the original master. But what has the most important things is to make sure that the mechanicals that are going to come out of that are all plugged into. I spend time in America where there's a system to put that in, and then we have organizations here who are signatories to that. So when I plug that into the system, the thing goes into the system, and then every person that is due, anything is due, they are protected. So the family and all of that, everything is well protected. And I've actually reached out to the family and, I told them even my intention to even help them to be able to set up, a direct account whereby whatever, their is due them, which is they are part of this remake.
Was this before or after the recording?
No, this was after the recording. The thing that you as I said, you can cover a Bob Marley song. You can cover a Bob Marley. You don't need to go look for Ziggy Marley. So, you hear all the cover. You don't need to go because there are agencies where when you cover and you make the new master of the song, you can go and plug and make sure that the rightful publishers or the rightful songwriters, their what is due them is in there to make sure that it gets to them. So you set those structures to make sure that their interest is protected, and those structures are all set up. My last album, I had a cover of Bob Marley there. I didn't have to go look for Ziggy Marley and all that. You create it and then you put it in there, and they have their system whereby their what's it called, the publishing and all that kind of stuff goes to them. That's how it's set up all around the world, and you can, when you cover everywhere. And for me too, knowing that it's sometimes it's the system here, it has to go through several channels. Once I put it in there, I can also be able now to be able to have them even do something direct, help them set up something direct so that everything that is due them from the song directly goes to the family.
All right, let's talk about actor Prince David Osei and his colleagues, Adachi and Nikki Simonas. They are calling on governments to put proper structures in place to help grow the movie industry.
Our movies.
Do we have the money even in Ghana to?
Oh, of course.
Because everybody
we have money to support beauty pageant and support the girls who parade their asses on the.
I'm just asking.
So we do have the money.
So the money is there.
Corporate institutions support other stuff.
The money is being channeled into the wrong.
It's all about priorities. What is of higher preference to you?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's it.
Like he said, I heard him say that they have ministries that are not really.
No, they're not living up to expectation.
If they put the structures right, then people would like to invest.
Yeah.
Because if they have money but can't tell a way they will make.
Where to? Yeah, how to make the money? Yeah.
Personally, I believe even with the structures not in place, we are still trying to make an effort.
That's it. And they're still not appreciating it.
Yeah, and even this, we are still having issues. So if we have the structures in place,
we'll do more.
It's going to be massive.
All too soon, we have to go and make way for other programmings. I'd like to say a very big thank you to you guys for watching, for keeping up with Let's Talk Showbiz every weekend. Thank you so much. Oh, almost forgot my drink. Right. Okay. Thanks to Kanzo as well for giving us this beautiful space to talk entertainment from. They are located on the Abeka Road. You should just, pass by one of these days and have a treat right here at Kanzo's. Thank you guys. My name is Becky. We'll be back next weekend for another edition of Let's Talk Showbiz. Bye-bye.